ready for 300 miles at Talladega. Front row, Haley Annette. Here we go.
Half in line with you. We're on a 98er, gap 5 half outside here. In line tight with you now.
You can already see the bottom lane starting to form.
You're clear outside. Help is clear outside. The one pulled to the bottom, everybody.
That's a lonely feeling. Chase Briscoe's in right there where they all start forming up on the bottom.
2 gap to them. 1.5 back to the bottom. 1 back bottom. The 9's getting a big shove from the 19's 3 back your lane. 39, 1 are in line with you. Everybody still single file.
It's such good information that he's getting from his spotter right now.
On the 1, you're still got a 2 gap on the 39. A 3 gap from him back to the 1.
You see Ryan Sieg fly
that looks
wide.
Like he's got a flat tire.
Yeah, got the wall.
Got a soft tire right there, guys. When you said it, they started off the year so good, Adam, and it just seems like the last 4 or 5 races, it just went downhill, and it's not all their problem. It's just unfortunate situations.
Now, he did make a pit stop, so hopefully they've got whatever their problem was corrected. We're going to get a competition caution at lap 10. Likely nobody else is going to be a lap down. He loses a lap here, he should get the free pass, be back in the game, and everything's fine. If you're going to have a problem,
have it early.
Have it
absolutely.
now, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, what do we got here?
That looks concerning.
I think it's one of the antennas for maybe the GPS or something that's that has fallen down. You know, the one thing that you have at this track is a lot of vibration. These tires, for some reason, not anything wrong with them, but
I think it's the antenna. I think it's the antenna, and the antenna is now upside down. I think that's the housing for the bottom part goes up against the bottom side of the roof there.
That would be
very distracting.
Yeah,
well, not only distracting, but if that's his radio antenna, his radio probably is not going to be clear, so it's going to be hard for
look
he and his
right there. I think you
back
can
and
see
forth.
daylight. I think you can see daylight or a hole there where that black spot is on the roof.
But you see how the air is pushing that. That gives me an idea of what you guys are feeling in the turbulence in these race cars. And the caution is out.
This is a competition caution, please.
Justin Haley outside lane, inside Michael Annette. We go green as we complete lap 13.
So if you're Justin Haley, do you just reach over and rip that thing the rest of the way down?
I'm telling you, I would get a piece of tape on a pit stop and see if I could tape it to the mirror. Just even if it's still in my way, at least it wouldn't be moving back and forth. This inside lane has been the preferred lane on most of the super speedway starts. It's hard to get enough momentum built up in that outside lane through turns 1 and 2. And typically, Eric, when you're in that outside lane, a guy about 5 or 6 rows back makes it 3 wide, so you just don't have as many cars in your lane.
Yeah, but you got to do exactly what Justin Haley just did. He got down right on the right rear quarter panel of Michael Annette there and pulled him back, and that's exactly what you have to do. You got to stall their momentum by side drafting.
Looks like we're going to make it 3 wide here.
Oh yeah, they always get crazy at the end of the stage.
And you know, the guys, the big difference here is that start-finish line is so far around the corner. At Daytona, we have it right in the tri-oval.
And make a mental note of that for not only the end of the second stage, but the end of the race. This place is very unique.
Ooh.
And they are scrambling for position. Haley leading them through the tri-oval. They're 3 wide back behind them. Opening stage goes to Justin Haley. And as we ready up for our second stage, the front row, Justin Allgaier, Harrison Burton, they stayed out. Everybody behind them pitted. Under that caution, let's listen in on Allgaier and his team as we return to the green.
All for you now.
Man, you're just so reliant on the guy behind you on these restarts.
Off you by more than he's got his guy over, but you got a push coming. Alfredo pushing the 10 to you. Bubble now. Even up. Gap of 1 behind both cars. 10 nosed out, going to get to you first. $19 laying off of him by 3. Here comes your push. You're clear. The 10 is not. Still not. Don't get too far out. 2.5 right now.
That's great information. And when you're the leader or you're one of those guys in the front row, you're just begging for the guy behind you to get to you and run into the back of you. No other racetrack except Daytona and Talladega do you want somebody to run in the back of you. But here you're just begging for somebody to run in the back of you and push you out there. final lap here, you're going to watch. They're going to get racy. It's going to be interesting.
Giving the 11 a big shove right here. See what he tries to do with it.
Michael Annett pulled out.
Yeah, I'd say Chase Briscoe, man, he looks really good this stage. He's controlled it around the top, was able to block the bottom. So we see the 22 get a little bit of a run. Michael Annett.
Wow.
Tim Fedua is the spotter for Chase Briscoe, and I'm sure he's listening to him right now and also looking in that rear view mirror. Coming back, trying to win his second stage of the year, and he's going to get it done in front of Michael Annett.
I'll tell you what that was. That was really good practice for the end of the race.
Let's listen to Gregson and his team on the restart.
In the push from the 1 and the 8. Pushing hard to your bumper. Pushing here. Still pushing. 4 of them just pushing. The 5th car is pushing. Now it's 2 wide, 4 back. Still the 1 and the 8 with you. Inside only 11. 3rd lane's 8 back now.
I'm really interested to see here in about 10 laps how these first 6 cars run, because the first 6 cars I think either took no tires or 2 tires, and I think Chase Briscoe is the first car on 4 tires, and we've seen handling already start to come into play. Uh-oh, looks like we got a tire down or something.
Yeah, that's Tim
Might be our
Vians.
caution right here.
Only his second.
Oh, in a good place.
Wow. How scary was that?
Wow. Oh, definitely cut down a right front tire.
Yeah, and he should have slowed down a little more when he got to turn 3. He was carrying way too much speed, hitting the wall that hard. We got all kinds of stuff.
And now we have a caution. That's Riley Herbst in the 18. Mentioned earlier, ran the ARCA race. Finished in the top 5.
It doesn't look that tore up. It just depends on if he can get back to the pits. He's got flat tires, and man, those tires just destroy the body.
Those guys out front, they were pitting when the caution came out. Allmendinger, Chastain going for 100,000. They're on the front row.
Chastain took the outside there, but I think that's a team play, guys.
Wound up. Nothing out front. You can push all you can. Do not lock bumpers. Do not lock bumpers. Still out there, 9. Even behind you. Second lane.
Allmendinger rode around the whole first 2 stages. Now you find him
then go back bottom.
racing for the lead.
Position.
16's coming to you now. 11's pushing him. 11 got shuffled, so just you and then 16. Just you and then 16. Still outside 9 by himself. 16, the one back with you. Halfback 16 with a good push. You're clear. He is not. Bottom's rolling good here. Bottom's rolling good. 16 is clear. We'll stay bottom. We'll stay
That bottom
here.
lane keeps prevailing on these restarts.
And there's trouble.
Oh,
big hit.
Oh, is that Harrison Burton?
52, Cody
Yeah, it is
Vanderwall. Harrison Burton involved. Joe Graff Jr.
Man, that was a big impact, guys.
Cannot confirm that car in the middle, I think, is the 92 of Josh Williams. Yes, it is. You want to see those window nets dropping down, and there it is for Burton.
Oh, they just all stacked up, getting into turn 3 there.
Yeah, we talked about everybody lifting kind of in the back of the pack, and it all stacked up too quick.
Well, what happens is when everybody's running single file like that, the line starts to accordion.
Yeah.
And it accordions at the worst at the end of the straightaways. So drivers check up at the end of the straightaway. If you can time it or plan for it, you lift earlier on the straightaway. But sometimes it catches you by surprise, and you see it there where everybody's stacked up.
And again, you're looking in your mirror because you're wanting to make sure that the guy behind you is staying in line. So there's just so much going on. Man, that was a big hit.
Josh Williams took a hard hit in that front tire on the driver's side, but when you consider the impact it would have been for Harrison Burton headfirst into the wall if he wasn't there, that could have been so difficult. We're going green, 14 to go. Colleague teammates on the front row. Chastain goes outside lane. As we talk about, he can slide down in front of Allmendinger.
Yep, you watch these guys work this out where the 10 pulls right down in front of Allmendinger when they pass the start-finish line.
And if I'm Jeb Burton, I'm going to push the 16 as hard as I can so he can't get his teammate down in front of him.
No, he's got to his inside.
Good move.
And
Good
wow. This did not work out for Colleague. Here comes Jeb Burton on the bottom. Drafting help from Noah Gragson.
You see Ross Chastain dumping a bunch of air on that 8 car, going to get a big run.
Oh, wow, and Gragson left his teammate.
Yeah, I think it's because he knows that outside is going to be the lane to be in. Oh, now Jeb's stuck in the middle.
Cindric was close to the double yellow line, and if you put your left side tires below that bottom line, it's out of bounds. You can't gain a position that way, or you will be penalized.
Look at all that speed he drives.
Is that distracting?
It is. At first, when you first go through it, you want to make sure that it's not a tire rub or something like that.
Yeah, you don't know if someone's blown up in front of you when you're back in the pack. You're trying to process all that.
Oh, no.
And there we go. Crash through the tri-oval. Justin Allgaier involved. Brandon Jones got a piece. This is the big one at Talladega. Saw Noah Gragson sliding through there.
I don't think Noah's car is really tore up at all. Just flat tires.
Jeff Green in the 38 smoking.
I believe he's done, Adam.
Yeah, that one is unrepairable in the 5-minute clock.
Yeah, he's not going to make it.
2000 Series champion. Timmy Hill had a career best finish earlier this year at Daytona. Myatt Snyder, who spent
a great
time
run going
in the top 10, driving that 93. He'll drive the 21 next weekend. Tommy Joe Martins also got a piece. It's Noah in the 9, and Allgaier right behind him.
Yeah, so in my opinion, I think what happens is Ross there goes to make a move to the inside, and it looks like Noah was going to get to his outside. Ross pulls back up to block it, and Justin ends up on Noah's left rear quarter panel, which is a terrible spot to be. Yeah, you see it right there.
Yeah, you want to push on that right rear quarter panel. I'm with you. It looked to me like when Ross moved up, Noah maybe had to check up just a little bit.
Right.
And that's one of those instances that it's almost like you have a magnet on your 2 bumpers, and you're off the gas, and you're trying to slow down, but you cannot get off of the car in front of you.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
those
Levin took off.
Haley.
Levin took off a little quick, I think, guys.
It's all good. That 11 does not have
Wow,
22 is on him.
pushing you. There you go.
He beat him to the start-finish line by a good bit.
That's not illegal to beat him to the line. It's a matter of did he go before the 8. Yep.
Justin did a great job of hanging right there on his right rear quarter panel, exactly what he needed to do to make sure that Jeb didn't clear him.
And look at the run on the bottom.
Yeah, the bottom's a little more organized right now. Jeb needs to block that inside.
Yep. Wow, I was really surprised the 22 didn't get to him. Here he comes right now.
Yeah, Haley's doing exactly what he said. He's on his door, trying to pull those guys apart.
Yep. And there you go, Jeb's clear.
You're clear.
The bottom lane is still more organized.
And now if you're Burton, you just don't want to get too far out in front and let him get a run.
And you got to manage both lanes right here. They're going to be stuck side by side. You got to manage both lanes, and you're really relying on your spotter to tell you which one's coming with the most momentum.
Yeah, and Jeb Burton has Tab Boyd, which is an incredible spotter. He spotted Joey Logano on a lot of races that he won at Talladega, so he's got a great guy upstairs.
Taking that bottom, 22 is boosting you out. You're clear.
There you go. See him? That's almost that beach ball effect we talk about. They got close to him, and they pushed him out. You just don't want to get too far out.
Ready to dance, but you're
I think he's best off just to commit to the bottom right here, guys.
I don't know. You got to make sure you don't get... Here comes the 11. Yeah, that's exactly what you don't want to happen.
Oh, and go up there and get a little side drive on that 11 to back him up a little bit.
Brett Moffitt in the mix, the 21 of Anthony Alfredo.
22 is with you.
We've got ourselves a race, boys.
Dig hard, keep digging.
Coming back to the white flag. It'll be 1 lap to go, this time by, sponsored by Credit One Bank. And make a mark on where the start-finish line is. You have to come all the way back through the tri-oval. Next flag will end it, whether it's the caution or they make it back to the checker.
And the reason I want to be on the bottom is you see Allmendinger on the outside. He's trying to get to that 100,000. He knows he's probably not going to be able to win this. That outside's going to be broken up a little bit.
Jeb's got a side draft.
Both sides here.
Yep.
Chastain leading right now for the dash for cash, but he's got Allmendinger right behind him. Teammates lined up in the outside.
All 3 Kaulig cars lined up in the outside lane.
Justin Haley taking the lead in the outside lane. The 11 on point. Side by side for second. That's Chastain and Burton. Here comes Allmendinger. Back through the tri-oval. Can Haley control this thing? Yes, he can. First career victory in Talladega. It goes to Justin Haley. Here he is. Whoa.
Man, Allmendinger gave Chastain a big push, who gave Haley a big push. Huge day for those guys again.
Wow.
Hey Motorsports fans, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe before you go for all the latest news and highlights across motorsports.